I'm LG Anolis, Chief Handicapper for the Horse Race Advantage. Today, with the internet and the simulcasting and the advanced wagering deposits, there are ways to come out ahead using that information that will identify the track that you are most likely going to be successful in actually coming out ahead. Our information on our website, horseraceadvantage.com, is going to help you with that. So today I'm going to be talking about the second step in our process to coming out ahead. So let's see how we select our tracks in order to come out ahead. As you can see on this chart, there are several steps to actually identifying those horses that you should bet on, and together with a wagering strategy, you can come out ahead. The first step, handicapping and ranking, we discussed that information in our first video, and today we will be talking about our second step in our process, which is how to select a track that will allow you to actually come out ahead. This information is then used in the subsequent steps that we go through. So what track do we bet on? There are many tracks that run races every day. There are about 20 to 40 tracks, and when you look at that, there are about approximately 3,000 horses or over 3,000 horses running every day that you can select from. And this may be a very daunting task to figure out which horses you should be looking at and which ones you should select. So our information that we provide on our website, horseraceadvantage.com, actually helps you narrow that down and simplify your life. All the major tracks are being supported in Northern America, and that includes Woodbine in Canada. And so let's take a look and see how we can actually narrow it down to which track and horses you can come out ahead with. Our Horse Race Advantage company maintains statistical information. And what is this? And what does it do for you? It measures how well our algorithm actually performs across all tracks that we support. So which tracks you are going to find horses at that are going to increase your probability of actually coming out ahead. And we use the ranking information that I explained in our first video in this series. So how do we do our track selection? We look at HRA statistics for tracks, and we look for those tracks that show a high percent in the money. And then we look at what percent win, place, and show our algorithm performs to. And we also look at whether it has a high percent for the exotic bets, like the daily doubles or the pick 3 and the pick 5s and the pick 6. That information goes into your wagering strategies. In other words, if our percent is high at a particular track, and say our percent win is low, but our percent place is high, then we should not bet to win, we should bet to place. And so we have pointers here that identify what wagering strategies you should be using in order to come out ahead. So let's take a look at an example of how you would actually identify those tracks that are going to be most likely that you're going to get ahead. So let's take a look at our statistical information that is provided on our website, horseraceadvantage.com, and it is available to our paying members. This particular page that I'm showing you here right now is a page that shows the weekly statistics for November the 9th through November the 15th. It lists all the tracks that are active and that we are supporting, and it identifies the races, the number of races that our statistics are using in order to calculate the percent in the money, the percent win, percent place, percent show, percent exacta, percent daily double, percent pick 3, and percent pick 6. This is how well our algorithm performs at the particular tracks. So how do we read this? The percent win means that the top horse that we select actually came in first. Percent place means that the second horse that we picked actually came in second. Percent show means that our third horse that we picked actually came in third. So for those people that understand how these percent win, percent place, percent show horses are being bet, if you bet to place, a horse can come in first or second and you will still get paid. If you bet to show, the horse can come in first, second, or third and you will still get paid. The exactas are, the first and the second horse have to come in that order. The daily double means that the horse in 2 consecutive races will have to come in first, and the pick 3, the horse has to come in first in 3 consecutive races, and same thing with pick 6, the horse has to come in first in 6 consecutive races. So in order to select a track, we look for a high percent in the money. And in this particular case, we see that looking at the percent in the money, the highest percent that is being shown here is 0.77% at Los Alamitos, 0.76% at Monmouth Park, and a 0.7% at Parks Racing or Philadelphia Park. Okay. Then we look at the percent win, and our algorithm performs at Los Alamitos at 0.29%, at Monmouth Park 0.56%, and at Parks Racing 0.32%. So if we were to select a track where we have a high percent of win and also a high percent in the money, we're looking at Monmouth Park here, and it has a 0.56%. So we look at the percent place, it's 0.24%. What that means is that you're most likely going to, if you're going to make a bet at Monmouth Park, you pick the top horse to win and the second horse to place. Or, you can actually pick this horse and wheel this horse. Now, normally I would not pick the horse in an exacta bet and pick him on top. I normally reverse the horse also. And if you're talking about exactas, you can see that the exacta, we were at 58%, so we had a high probability of actually coming out ahead with the exactas. Now, if we look at Parks Racing, we see here we have a 0.7%, which is pretty high also, and a 0.32%, which is lower than the percent win for Monmouth Park. If we look at the percent place, we see a 0.25% at Philadelphia Park, and Monmouth Park had a 0.24%. So but then you look at the show bet here, the 0.25% at Parks Racing or Philadelphia Park is much higher than at Monmouth Park. Okay, so we are picking horses that are first, second, or third, but look at the percent here with respect to the daily doubles. We are actually pretty good at 53% because we're picking the daily doubles to the winners in 2 consecutive races that track supports. So if we were to actually bet and pick a track, which is this set video all about, we would actually go to Monmouth Park at 0.76%, it being the highest percent in the money, and also a high percent in the win. So even though Los Alamitos has 0.77%, which is 0.01% higher than the Monmouth Park, Los Alamitos has a lower percent in the win column, and so we would go to Monmouth Park and bet and select races and horses on that track. So this is the one, Monmouth Park, that I would recommend in looking for a race and horses to come out ahead. This concludes the information that I'm providing you for how to select a track, and using the ranking information that we have explained in our first video. Our next video will talk about how to select a race.